Guys, it's me, it's Queen Osetharu, and thank you for joining me for another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now, I got a message from a woman, and she wanted to know, how do Aquarius deal with and feel about being cheated on? And I was thinking, it depends on if the Aquarius cares. See, Aquarius are so strange with their relationships. Sometimes we're in relationships for reasons other than love or reasons other than we care. So if the Aquarius is in a relationship and they really don't care, like in the case when it's just they're there because of the kids, they're there because of codependency, they're there because they need the other person, they're there because they're broke, they're just there but not really engaged or connected with the other person, then when they find out that they got cheated on, they're really not going to care. It depends on where our level of caring is, because if we care about that person, if we've been being faithful to that person, if we're in love with that person, the Aquarius can go from anywhere from murderous like furious, especially if you have an Aquarius with a bad temper. Furious, even one with a good temper will get furious at this. Furious or just devastated, like fall apart, crying, can't go on, kind of devastation. It depends on the actual Aquarius, because we're going to run somewhere between those two extremes, or maybe somewhere straight down the middle, devastated and angry. I would never want to have an Aquarius mad at me for that. That Aquarius might lay hands on you. They might choke you for something like that. Aquarius, I'm telling you, we got bad impulse control. And as we get older, we learn how to work on that and how to be more in control, more self-discipline, more self-control. But we're not really that great at it anyway, and it's fragile at best. And if we're young, we haven't figured it out yet. So, oh my God. I've seen Aquarius go off about something like that. Me, I've never caught somebody cheating on me, or found or had evidence, put it like that. I had suspicions a few times and was probably right, but those are relationships that when I had the suspicion, I was on my way out of. So those are another one of them times when we really don't care. So I was on my way out of the relationship. So the suspicion didn't even get like checked out. It was like, yeah, I see what you're doing, on my way out the door. So I was already on the way out the door anyway. So in those cases, I think, but I'm not certain. And because of the way the relationship was, I didn't care. So I just dipped. But if I had been in love with that person or really into that person, it could have been a problem. There's only one relationship I ever had any kind of real jealousy in. Most of the time, I was in that weird space of, like I said, finding out on my way out the door, or not finding out, or thinking it, that kind of thing. Um, I know when I was young, a very, very young girl, and I was dating this guy for a few years, like 2 or 3 years we dated. And I didn't catch him cheating, but I suspected he would cheat off and on because I cheated off and on. So I really didn't take it that seriously back then, because I was cheating too. So, like I said, it really depends on if I'm into the person and faithful. If I'm into that person and faithful to this person and they cheat on me, oh my God, I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off. I can't promise you I'm not going to choke them. I'm going to go off. At this point in my life, I probably would not choke them, but I know I would not want to see them again. I know for a fact I would never want to see them again. Now, an Aquarius who isn't as fiery as I am, may not have the same strength of response, but they probably would do what I call go cold. You just cut them off. You go cold on them. So it's not too many Aquarius I know who really care about another person and get cheated on and just, handle it well. It's all, everything with us is really based on how much we care about the other person, because we're so detached that most of the time we're not really that connected to the other person. We do have the ability to connect with people. We connect with a lot of people, but I'm talking about like in a relationship with somebody, we're oftentimes so detached, either on our way out of the relationship or not really that far in the relationship. We might just feel like we're just seeing that person. Aquarius are very strange with that committal thing. It's when we're committed to the person that we really would have a problem with that, and we're strongly in our convictions. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it at all. I don't recommend cheating at all, period. I think that cheating is something that people do when they have a real lack of integrity. I always say that, and people get mad at me. I'm like, it's a lack of integrity. It's nothing else. We call it this, we call it that, we make excuses for it. We all, many of us have experienced it. I'm not going to say we all, many of us have experienced it. And when I did it, it was a lack of integrity. And when anybody else does it, it's a lack of integrity. I don't really see it as being any different. People always try to give me reasons, good reasons, like, well, they weren't having sex with me, or, well, we had kids, or, well, I wasn't having my needs met, emotional needs met. People always try to give me a good reason, and I haven't heard one yet. It all sounds like excuses and a lack of integrity to me. So, to most Aquarius, especially if they're committed to a person, that's how they're going to feel about it. See you later.